I'm Michael.
And this is Dan.
Hi, Dan.
And we're playing Dance Prototype.
Dance Prototype.
We're naming it Dance
Prototype.
Proto Game.
We're gonna.
Steph's not very good at naming.
We're gonna call it Word Flip with a Y.
Word Flip with a Y.
And we're at the last part of the hype train.
We got a hype train going on. Thank you, Shrey, for all those biddies there. Oh,
we got like
doing
40
well.
We're in the final seconds of a level 2.
Oh my goodness.
Hype train. Am I gonna have to like push it over the top?
You can try. You're almost there. Probably.
We're almost there.
Michael is not in this. 40 biddies. 40
oh, well, there it went.
Oh, what?
Woo,
did
just
it.
Barely
you just
did it.
Knew. You just knew. Call it the game. Wait, that one's taken.
That one is indeed taken.
I'm gonna call it the other game.
The other game.
The other game with words. Or the game with words.
Just don't call it the word game.
The word game. The game. This is the word game.
The word game.
With flips.
With flips.
Flip the word game.
Call it Oanami.
All right, we might need to workshop this a little bit more.
All right, after you all play with us right now, we'll talk
that
about
game. That game is not taken.
That game.
Let's play that game. That game.
I like it. I like it.
All right.
Do it.
Okay, so.
The game, but spelled out with letter cards.
All right, Dan's going to explain. Everybody's going to play along. We're going to put it on the screen so you can see it.
Game Spade with Spade as the icon. Like Bullet Heart.
Right.
Yeah.
It's stealing things.
No, because that's really dumb. I don't like that Bullet Heart does that either. I like the game, but that's really dumb.
Dan doesn't know what a mode is, so it's fine.
I know what it is, but you shouldn't use them in game names.
I mean, I agree.
The game name is Word Game Screechy Noise.
Word game.
Try searching for that on BGG.
Steph was like, you know what's annoying? I went, ah! And she was like, yes, you're right, but that's not what I'm talking about.
That's right.
Well, and unfortunately, I have this job I need to go back to, and so on and so forth.
Jeez. Hey,
PG said, let's call it whatever. Let's play whatever. Okay.
I like it.
Fair. I feel like somebody's tried that, like back in the 70s or 80s.
Just call it GG.
Something like that.
GG.
All right.
Show the sheet.
Somebody pay Dan to visit Steph and Michael so he doesn't have to work.
Thanks, Shrey.
No, if he doesn't show up for work, then a manhunt is called.
We do have a hype train going on right now. Thanks, everybody, for all the biddies. We got a level 2 hype train.
Okay.
Completion.
We don't know that.
Let me know when I can start talking.
All right, put the thing on the thing. Put it on the thing.
That was super helpful. Thanks.
There you go. Everybody can take a screenshot of this while Dan talks.
You don't have to play on that grid. You can just make a 6x6 grid in Excel or something. But the scoring information is on there.
That's right.
Okay. So, this is a flip and write game. There are 54 cards, each with 2 letters on them. Here's an example, which we can show somewhere. I assume we're going to put them over there to show?
We can, if you want.
That's fine. So, right. It's the same 2 letters in 2 different orders because you can write them in either order you want. There's 54 cards. They're only going to use 18 in a game for variety. These are not randomly selected. If you care, this was curated by actually analyzing English word lists of words of 3 to 6 letters long and figuring out the most frequent letter combinations and so on and so forth. What's going to happen is each 18 turns, I'm going to flip over a card. Everybody has to write those 2 letters on 2 adjacent squares in their grid. If you can split them up, but if you split them up and write them in squares that aren't adjacent, you have to make a mark under the number splits area at the top middle of the sheet. Okay, you have to keep track of that because you can get penalized for splitting them up.
Penalized.
All right. You write them in 2 empty spaces.
He said penal.
Stop.
All right. Then we flip another. Once everybody's done, we flip another card. It's really simple. We flip 18 cards. You will then fill all 36 spaces. If you manage to make bollocks your grid so that you have disconnected squares at the end of your grid, I guess what you're going to have to split them up, the pairs up to fit them in and add splits. So try not to do that.
So I can play anywhere. I don't need to play adjacent.
You don't need to play adjacent. That rule wasn't even there last time you played it.
I know. Just making sure you didn't put it back.
I didn't change the rules at all from the last time we played it.
Great.
Because you said it was good that way.
It is good.
So I took your word for it. Okay. So just to clarify, you can write the two letters need to be adjacent to each other.
That should be it. Take my word for it.
Okay, back to the rules. Okay. You write the two letters adjacent to each other. If you don't write them adjacent to each other, you have to mark off numbers. You can split them apart. You have to mark off a tick of number splits to keep track of how many times you've done that because it's bad. They don't have to be adjacent to anything else. I could write the first pair up. I could write the first... Can we get the overhead camera?
Let's get the overhead camera going, guys.
I can write the first pair here and here, and then the next pair here and here, whatever. That's fine. And the card shows...
That's okay.
That's fine. That's totally fine.
Hype train success!
When you filled in all... After 18 cards have been flipped, you'll filled in all 36 squares. You look at each row and column. You score the longest thing you can there. So you want to find a word. It has to be spelled in order, left to right, or top to bottom. If it's backwards, tough. You don't get to do it. Or usual rules for this sort of thing. It has to be not a proper noun in English or commonly used in English, not hyphenated, not with an apostrophe, etc. I mean, the standard sort of Scrabble rules, basically. Pretty typical for all these things. If you have a three-letter word, that's 1 point. If you can have two non-overlapping three-letter words, that's 2 points, 1 point each. A four-letter word is 3, a five-letter word is 6, and a six-letter word is 10 points.
I just want to comment on what Alex said. He said, I have no idea what he's saying. I'm distracted for some reason.
Yeah.
I never listen to anything Dan says, so it's fine.
I don't even know
Just
what...
play.
I don't even know what emote I got.
Not listening to you has gotten her where she is today.
That's right.
So
That's all you need to know.
Fine.
Should I zoom in a little bit?
I got a little bit of question.
All right.
Yes. Carry on.
Because he wasn't listening. He was distracted by his face.
So, if I have a three-letter word that can also be counted as a four-letter word and as a five-letter word, no.
You score the best thing you can in each row or column.
That's probably not going to work for me, Steph.
I'm moving it.
Well, we could do it over there, just Michael has to manipulate stuff over there. Or we could change seats.
This is fine. They don't really need to see what we're doing. They just need to have a 6x6 grid.
Oh. So then we don't even need the overhead.
We don't. I was just using that to point. We don't really need the overhead. We just need that to show the letter cards.
Sure.
Yes. That's
or we can show the letter cards here. They're big enough.
We'll put it over here. We can do the normal. Let's do the host screen.
Yeah.
I like the host.
That's you. Stay on the host
That's
screen.
You.
Yeah.
All right.
She's like, let's do that.
So you score the best thing you can each row or column. So the only way you can score more than one word is if you have two three-letter words that don't overlap.
So you can have a row of cat, dog, and you get 2 points.
Yeah. I don't particularly care for games where you get to score, it's a six-letter word. There's two five-letter words. I find that very tedious to try to score it. Personally, there are games that work like that, which are fine. It's not my favorite, so I didn't do that.
Gotcha.
Okay.
All right. I also think it puts too much premium on trying to get exactly the right kind of word that fits other words inside of it, and you don't get to use the unusual letters and stuff. I don't find it as fun, but that's
gotcha.
It's my game, so I designed what I want.
That's right. You do what you want.
All right.
So, you could do the word spider.
Moving right along. So you can, under rows, you can write the total for all your rows. Columns, all the rows for columns. And you have bonus and penalty scoring. The penalty scoring is easier, so I'll go with that first. You count the number of splits you made. And if you'd add 1, you lose 1 point. If you have 2, you lose 3 points. 3, 6, 4, 10, 5, 15, triangular series.
It's fine.
Okay. Bonus scoring is you count the number of rows that score anything, count the number of columns that scored anything, at least 1 point. Take the smaller of those two counts and then score 1, 3, 6, or 10 if you manage to get 3, 4, 5, or all 6 rows or columns scoring. So the only way to get 10-point bonus is if all 6 rows and all 6 columns score something, even if it's just a 3-letter word. Got that? Does anybody have questions?
Michael's a troll.
Yes, Trey is correct. If you had cat dog, you would get 2 points.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure cat dog is one word, so I would get.
Look, I'm actually on the way of getting quite a few bit of points here. If I did, I mean,
great.
I'm just saying
it's gonna work out perfectly for you.
All right,
perfect.
Are we ready to start?
Yes.
Okay.
Everybody have a 6x6 grid.
I changed my 6x6.
All right, ready?
Yes.
Yes.
First card is TI or IT. Remember, you can write the letters in either. There's no order.
Oh, you don't have both of them. You just get one of them. Okay.
Maybe it's confusing. I put it on there to show that it doesn't have to be written TI in order left to right or top to bottom. It's either order is fine.
Right.
Dr.
Which is why backwards doesn't
says,
work.
I'm sure you said it, but can you put the letters adjacent in columns or rows?
Yeah, they just any two adjacent squares. It could be horizontally or vertically. Correct.
Oh.
I mean, that's without losing points. So you want to do this.
Yeah, they need to be adjacent to each other, or you have to split and potentially lose and you're going to lose points. But horizontally or vertically adjacent is fine if that's what you're asking. If that's not what you're asking, then I apologize.
I don't know what to do.
You should write those 2 letters in
I'm
boxes.
just gonna do this because I don't know what I'm doing.
All right. Everybody ready?
Maybe.
Well, I don't know. You can decide when to do the next one, I guess. You have more experience doing this than I do.
How about now?
La.
You can call me out. Call me
La
out.
la 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 la. I don't like it. Nope.
Sorry. I apologize for the problems, I guess.
You're better at words than me.
Maybe.
So we played like a game with no E's, and then we played like another game with no E's, and now we're playing a third game with no E's.
We've only had 2 cards so far.
I just don't get it.
E is the most
you don't have any E's in the deck.
E is the most common letter in
Stray
this deck.
knows what I'm saying.
E is the most common letter in this deck. Because it is the most common letter in the English language.
Yeah.
But you only use a third of the cards in each game, so yes, you could go a whole game without seeing any
Most
E's.
popular letters at Nereus.
Ridiculous.
Or you could just think Senorita, but that's
R-S-T-L-N-E. That's right, Dr.
that's easier to remember, but it's not the correct.
Etta Owen Sherdlu.
Etta Owen Sherdlu.
Etta Owen Sherdlu. At least it used to be. That's from back like in the 50s. It may have changed.
Oh, in 90 it was at Nereus, but
Hey, what
that
did
may
you
have
say?
changed.
I don't know.
Ha!
Ha
Ha
ha!
You fool.
It's terrible.
No, this is bad.
You're terrible.
Thank you.
Such complaining.
Yes.
This is bad.
It's so bad. I don't even have any idea.
It's a perfectly ordinary letters.
No.
I'm going to call this game Steph's a Whiner. It's a great name.
Add it for me too.
Bad to Dragonlance.
Back to Dragonlance, I think.
What's a Dragonlance?
Dragonlance is a...
Oh my goodness.
Do you really want an answer to this question? It's one of the
know.
role-playing worlds created for Advanced Dungeons & Dragons. There are a lot of modules for it and supplements and also lots of novels. Mostly written by Margaret Weiss.
Tracy Hickman.
Very
He looks
popular.
over at me. I got you.
Right, very popular. One of the modules was actually a strategic board game of the War of the Lance. I had that one once upon a time.
There was also the Dragonlance board game, which had
There's
dragons.
a Dragonlance
that
board with,
were in
it wasn't supposed to be very
stands.
good. It looked really cool with the dragons was stacked up so they could be different ices. It wasn't supposed to be very good. This was like a Hex Encounter war game that was published as a module. And there was also a computer game which was similar to that board game, which I did actually play, called War of the Lance, and that was pretty decent.
Can we move the LA? I made a mistake.
No.
Damn.
It's a flippin' right. You can't move anything.
I need a power to do this. You're the designer.
Why don't you design
Make it
your own?
happen.
Why don't you design your own game?
All right.
Add it.
Ugh.
I promise you that there are E's.
There aren't. I know that there aren't.
I promise you that there are.
Hiatus. U.S.
I know, Shay, we've had some games where there's no E's, but there are more E's in that deck than anything else. I'll prove it to you when we're done. When we're done, I can go through the cards we did, the 36 cards we didn't use, and show you the E's.
He did a special cut before the game to put all the E's at the bottom and all the other cards at the top.
You know, I want E's too. I'm playing this game and I would like to have E's as well.
U.S.
Me.
There's an E. Are you happy now?
No.
What will it take to make you happy?
Oh, this is great.
I don't know why I'm asking this question. It's not like I have any intention of doing
Exactly.
it. I have no intention of actually making her happy.
I got one word, guys. I got a word. No. Shut it. Nachos and chicken nuggets. Yes. Agreed. So, my first word is lame.
The password is lame.
That's right.
I don't have any words yet. I'm going for a big bravura play at the end. This never works.
It never works.
It never works.
You should not do this.
I should. You
Don't
shouldn't
be
do
Dan.
this. I didn't say I was good at this game.
Me.
Just because I designed doesn't mean I know how to play it. Well, that's not what I wanted to see. That's a very interesting noise you have there. That's something. That's something. Don't say.
Miha.
Miha!
All right, fine.
If you spell that differently, it's a word in Spanish.
Okay.
Miha!
What's this?
Sis.
Huh. That doesn't work for me.
S-I?
S-I.
It's like Simon.
Are there any non-common letters?
Yeah, I mean, in the correct proportion, if you have 108 letters, about the correct portion is one Z. There's like one K.
Okay.
There's no Q. I don't think there's a J.
This is going badly.
There's no Q, there's no J, there's no X. Z barely beat out X for the last slot. I'm thinking maybe changing that, even though G is actually more common in 3 to 6 letter words than X. But X just seems easier to use somehow, so I'm thinking of changing that. So I'm not actually done yet. I'm answering too many questions.
You're good.
My word is septuagenarians.
Septuagenarian? That's a little long.
You can only have 6-letter words.
Yeah.
It doesn't go around the corner.
It doesn't go around the corner.
It really doesn't.
I'm on my way to getting the lamest word.
Okay, I'm done now.
So you need ST?
T.
You need a T. That's all you need. How about
But I mean,
RB?
lames is a word.
Not an interesting word.
I'm sorry.
Brit. EB?
Tharbs.
Arby's.
That's an interesting word you have there, sir. I'm not sure I've heard of it before. Not sure I'm familiar with that. Nah.
You can't do backwards words, right?
Correct. Left to right, top to bottom.
Herb. Merb. I don't know what I can even do with this. This is terrible.
Time's up.
No time's up.
Time's Up's a different game.
Yes.
I think the game might need a timer.
At least those letters healed us 2 points.
All right, fine, whatever, go. Jeez.
You must have had a healing card somewhere.
Maybe. It's all Lands and Fallen Empires commons, I think. I have way too much Fallen Empires.
Abby. Yeah, well,
No.
Fallen Empires, that's what killed our retail store.
Sorry. I ordered too much of that.
B.
Problem is, I bought an alpha deck, and I read the rules, and they were terrible. You couldn't make any head or tail out of the alpha rules. So I put it on my shelf for a year, so I didn't actually get in until Around the Dark came out. when somebody convinced me to actually try playing it.
And then After Dark was Legends or Fallen
Legends
Empire?
was earlier.
Legends was earlier. So After Dark, I think was
Yeah.
Fallen. Yeah, I remember because we pre-ordered Dark and we got half of our order. So everyone, all the game stores, ourselves included, we bought. We put in an order for like 100 cases of Fallen Empires. No, 200 cases, and hoping that we would get half of it. We ended up getting all of it, and then
nobody wanted it.
No, well, the reason why nobody wanted it was because Wizards did what they swore they would never do to us, and that is to sell their cards, the non-core set cards, in Walmart.
Yeah.
And it killed us. They were selling on eBay for $45 for a case that cost us $48.
Yeah.
And is $96 full retail.
Right.
And it killed us. So
yeah. So
yeah.
I still
this
got,
is
my one alpha deck had an Ancestral Recall in it, but I traded for $20 worth of cards back when it was worth $20. I don't even want to know what it's worth now. Probably 2,500 or so.
Oh,
can I get an LE? No, I need a US.
We could get both on different turns.
Well, I need it now. NT. I'm not big on the NT. I need a QZ.
I've been thinking about like an alternate set of rules where you're actually like drafting these or something, but with the hand. But it needs work, especially if it's gonna be played with more than 3 players. I can figure out how to make it work for 3 players, but I'll think about that. It'd be interesting to have 2 different versions in the box, right? For people who don't like the randomness of the flipping.
I don't mind it.
But some people don't like it, right? So I'm not. If I can't make it work, then that's fine. But I'm thinking about it. Just and here's another way to play. You can deal out the cards and do something with them differently.
Well, that's gonna suck right there.
Suck.
This is probably gonna be a lot of suck.
A lot of problems coming up.
No.
On.
That's perfect.
No.
Well, sort of. It means I'll have to split later, but that's fine. That's fine.
I could do Thanos.
Not a word.
Neither is anything else on this page.
Yes, Sorrow Song. I could do that. I would need to play test that. Have not play tested. Flip 2, choose 1. It's a thought. Yeah, it's a thought. The problem with some of these, if you give people too much freedom, then you can craft.
Really?
Well, I mean, there's only so many cards, and if you can play wherever you want in the grid with each card, if you get too much choice, people can just craft their grid. So I can say, oh, I know how to make 6-letter words fit everywhere, and I'll get as close to that as possible. Is the risk you run if you give too much freedom to people. The original version of the game, I said you had to play each letter pair adjacent to something that already existed, and I'd probably have to go back to that if I chucked that approach. It's something to think about. But
if I split a letter pair at the end, it's 1 penalty, right?
I mean, every time you split a letter pair, you put 1 in the splits, and then it's accelerating penalties, right? It's triangular series. So the first one's -1, the next one's -2, the next one's -3.
So a total of -10 for 4.
Correct. So, if you're scoring a lot from that, it's probably okay.
Probably okay. Question mark?
Yeah.
You better give us a U.
There's a reasonable number of U's in there. There's the correct number of U's in there.
All right, I've given up both of my 6-point words.
I mean, 6-letter words, I hope.
6-letter words, yes.
That's not what I really wanted to see right now.
This is terrible. Belly.
I made it work.
Okay.
L-Y?
That's not great.
I don't like it.
It's not great.
Letters that don't make words are just lost opportunity. I mean, eventually, yeah.
L-Y-M-E?
This is a bad idea, but I'm doing it.
Sure. Whatever. Not happy with it. This is terrible. Who invited these letters to the party?
Problem.
Gonna get nothing on the top row.
Sounds good.
No.
Stakes are made.
That is awesome. Itch.
That's about what I'm about to do right now. I'm looking at it right here. Funny thing is, I've got an M in front of it for Mitch, but Mitch is a word, is not a word. So,
what about if you put a B there instead? Not allowed.
What? Well, if we draw a B, then it's totally allowed. I mean, we've had 2 Bs, which is maybe all the ones in the game I don't remember, to be perfectly honest.
Perfectly enough. I'm getting nothing on my top row unless haha is a word.
It is a word.
Is it?
Well, it might be hyphenated. I think it's not hyphenated. I'd have to look it up.
Don't know.
It's a kind of ditch.
Dodo.
It's a kind of ditch, which you can't see from a distance, which is why it's called a ha-ha, because you can fall into it by accident.
Haha.
The more you know.
The more you know.
What are the odds this is going to work out perfectly?
Not good.
No, not good at all.
Not good. These are terrible.
You're terrible.
No.
She's a good person.
Yes, I am.
Can't say that with a straight face. I'm sorry.
No, it's so bad.
It's a good game, Dan.
Is bird a word, but except spelled B-R-I-D?
That's brid. That is not a word.
B-R-I-D is close to B-R-I-D-G-E.
What about B-R-I-O? Brio.
That is a brand name.
That is
it's a word in Italian. Well, I mean, it's used often enough in. Actually, it might be acceptable in English. Brio. It's an Italian word that's used often enough in English.
Depends on. Yeah, we just need to look it up in whatever standard dictionary that we've decided to all agree upon.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
This is terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Blue.
Oh, that's a U.
That's a U.
That is
the
a
first U.
Somebody was whining about that earlier.
I got a penalty point. I'm losing one.
Good for you.
Where are the diphthongs, the NGs and the...
There's an NG in that deck.
Somewhere.
You only use a third of the cards. What do you want for your money?
Rip my board.
What happened to your board?
Nope. That's not spelled the way I thought it was. Dang it.
Give me a L-S. L-S. I still need an A-T and E.
All right, let's do this thing.
Is mill a legit word?
I'm trying to get...
M-I-L.
Mill? M-I-L?
Dan says no.
I don't think so.
I think it is, but I'm not
Really?
sure.
It's Latin.
Like...
Check it.
Millennium.
No.
Milligram. Tax related.
What?
I don't know. I need an AS. And I need a...
Mill, thousand. Is that really?
I mean, it's...
I mean, mill for this first definition is milliliter.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I mean...
It's abbreviation.
It's a monetary unit in Cyprus. It's a unit of length equal to 1/1000th of an inch, and that it's.
Yeah, all right, sure, take it.
We'll give it to you.
So many mils thickness. That number, the third one, is the one that I'm familiar with.
Okay.
Oh, and the angular measurement 1/64.
Okay.
Hundredth.
I need an
360 degrees.
ATLS.
Oh wait, I've not done this. I've not done this one.
You have not done this one. This is not gonna be my best.
I'm gonna have to split. Oh no, there's no way you have a V in there.
Sure, there's a V.
That says teach you.
A V.
But without the T.
I think there's a V. There's no Q, there's no J, there's no X. I think those might be the only letters that are missing, but I don't have my spreadsheet in front of me, so
right.
I don't remember. If there's a Z, there's got to be a V. I think there's probably one V. There might be two, but I don't think so. All right. I would like any card with an S on it.
I have too many lines and columns.
How about high?
Oh,
I don't love it.
No.
I don't go bundle on that.
No, this is terrible. Oh, no. This is so bad. Why are these terrible letters coming up?
Reasons. All right, I'm going to have to do 2 more splits, so it better be worth it.
I have to do 2 more splits too.
God, this is horrible.
Don't be like
There's
me.
your S.
Thank you.
That's an AS. I'm taking haha.
Oh, I can't stop you.
I got my hiatus. It's amazing.
You got your what?
Hiatus.
It's a good word. Hiatus is a good word.
Now I just need an ES. What are the chances?
Yeah, so I experimented with the 7x7 and people were not excited by it, so I went back to the 6x6.
Well, they're not excited about it because you're pulling out things in pairs.
Well, what I was doing was 7x7, and then you could choose where, when you got to the last square, you just chose a letter to go into the 49 square. I could play test it again, but Trey and Derek and Steph were not thrilled with it compared to the 6x6. So, I mean, it goes on longer as well. I had 72 cards.
Yeah.
I could experiment with the flip too, but I think I'd have to put a little more restriction on where you play, or it becomes too predictable. But I can try it sometime. For sure.
Yeah, I have nothing there. I have nothing there.
I mean, I've got nothing.
Nothing.
N-E.
N-E.
Thank you. I mean, it's sort of good. All right.
Well, I'm not sure that I'm not sure that's a word, but I'm going
What's the
to
word?
look it up. I don't know yet. Nope, I'm screwed.
Last card is IN.
Oh, it's terrible.
It doesn't matter for mine. Yeah, that's. I'm ashamed of my score.
I got a penalty of -10.
I got a 0 penalty.
Wow.
But I didn't score hardly any words, so
well, hopefully I score at least 10 to get to 0. If we're counting haha, are we counting haha?
Look it up.
Can't
and
help
see
you
if
with
it's
that.
hyphenated. Check and see. I don't know if it's hyphenated or not. To be perfectly honest.
What dictionary are we going to agree upon using?
Pick whatever you can look up easily. It's fine with me. I'm not picky.
Using Google's just online search.
Yeah.
Haha is an onomatopoeia. No, that's Wikipedia. Haha has a space in it on Oxford.
Well, they would know. It's a British word.
Haha. All right. Here it has no hyphen. Here it has a hyphen. I don't know.
I think it's usually hyphenated.
I'm pretty sure chai is a word.
CHAI?
Yeah.
I would say that's commonly used in English, yeah. I would give that.
So you're not giving me
I got this
after
one.
all that?
I'm afraid not.
That's too ridiculous.
We're terrible people.
God, it's so bad. I did get my 6-letter word, so there's that. Nothing there. Unless we count brio.
I'm willing to count brio. I bet that you find that that's in the dictionary.
I'll look.
I'm willing to bet you'd find that.
Yes, it is. Style of performance.
Yeah. Con brio.
And lames.
What are you looking for? Brio?
Yeah, it came up.
Well, that's one of my better scores. I don't know
It
about
came
anybody
up.
else. I don't know about anybody else, but
It
that
came
was
up
one of my
on
better
what?
scores.
On the Googles, when I searched Brio.
Yeah, as the brand name of the bricks.
No, it says as a noun, style of performance.
Yeah, I think that's legit.
What are you looking on dictionary.google.com? How are you finding it?
Whenever I just type in on Google.
I also did so, and it did not do that. That's why I'm asking you.
And then it was under the haha, and then it was like
Nil is definitely a word.
Yeah.
To answer the chat, yes.
27. I got 27. I got 38.
I'm still trying to find out whether these words are good because I'm not using the same dictionary.
Thy is fine. Archaic is fine. It'll be in a dictionary. Brio seems fine, right? Were we good with that?
Yes.
I can't find the dictionary she's using, so I don't know.
I would have said it's fine. Well, let's go to dictionary.com or something and look at it.
Well, that's
a word. It means vigor. Yeah, that's what it says on my.
Yeah, I agree with Brio, and thy is certainly valid. THY.
Except it says Italian.
It's from the Italian. I mean, for me, I'd probably just use the Scrabble dictionary, but that's what I have a paper copy around to look up, but whatever.
I have it in a box somewhere.
Yeah.
Far away.
I don't know if I've, no, that's not.
Anyway.
I think Michael did really well.
No. I didn't get a single 6-letter word, so don't even say I did well. Oh, no, I did get one 6-letter word.
Yeah, like you have a 10 right there.
Right there.
I only got one as well. Well, Dan sucks.
You got what? Three?
I got Talons, Titans, and Simmer.
Shrey got 26. I beat Shrey by 1.
I have 38, but I had an exceptionally good game. That is much higher than usual.
That is really
being difficult.
Well, sorry, so I guess let's agree on a dictionary and just stick to it. So we didn't agree on a dictionary before we started the game, so I don't stress about it too much. Like, yeah, Brio, I'm pretty confident that's commonly used in English, and so I wouldn't even bother to look it up myself. I would say fine. I would only haha is worth looking up because I wasn't sure it was hyphenated or not. But you just gotta agree in advance if you really want to care about that detail. I'm more relaxed about things like this. This isn't tournament Scrabble.
Oh, what was the row or column? I didn't count points for that.
What?
I mean, I had the bonus score.
Well, how many rows did you score something in?
5 and 3.
You pick the smaller of those two numbers.
And I get 1 extra point.
Correct.
Okay, so I got 28.
Count the number of rows, count the number of columns.
That you scored anything in.
Smaller of the two.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's pretty good.
So you scored, 4 rows and... So that's
5 and 5.
So 6 points. Yeah. That's pretty good.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14, 17, 20, 36.
Yeah. It's really good.
And
that's good. I only got 38.
Very bad.
It was not very bad. It was very good, in fact.
That was horrible.
You managed only 2 points less than I did. And I had more 6-letter words.
Yeah.
Dr. Stein, did you get your bonus?
I had penalties.
Right, I should have penaltied.
Dr. Stein, did you get your bonus for the rows and columns? And Alex, did you get yours? Wait, was it Alex? No, Scott Pizzio. I don't know what you mean by this. All my rows and columns scored something 20, 10 bonus. I don't know what that means.
You get
a 10-point bonus. If all your rows and columns scored something, you get a 10-point bonus.
Oh, 20. Yeah.
10-point
bonus.
It's not for each row and column. It's for the smaller of the two counts, rows or columns, you get a bonus, not for each.
Oh, okay. So 34 for Scott Pizzio. That was really good. Dr. Stein 26.
I'm like way past I'm way past the chat. If I didn't respond to you, I'm sorry. This was a lot of stuff going on, and I'm sitting there looking at my words.
But did you guys like it? I like it.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I'm just bad at it.
Dan is very talented. We even saw some E's.
There's a lot more E's. There's ED, EG, ET.
Yeah, but where's the S?
SU.
There's sus.
SO.
I needed that sus.
Trust me, the letter frequencies are pretty much exact.
Oh, I trust you.
That's good, but I got exactly 1 R, so...
Well,
I got exactly no E's.
Well, just luck of the draw. So,
what?
Here's an R.
I see that now.
There's an R. These are the R.
27. Forgot one. You beat Shrey,
I have a
Dr.
spreadsheet.
Sun.
I said for 3 to 6 letter words, the letter frequencies are exact as you can get them, given that you have to compress it into 108 letters. But you get streaky draws, which makes it interesting.
Well, yeah.
I would be curious if there is a 2-letter combination that is common in words that you don't have in there, and that would throw me a bit.
So I mean, I can't.
G's are not commonly used, but GL is used a lot.
Well, no. Again, these are. I didn't pick the.
That would improve it.
Yeah. Well, I do have some stuff in there.
You had quite a bit in there actually, but I just want. Without analyzing it, I don't know. Are there some that's missing? Like I'm counting on it, but it never exists. So
right. Well, so I mean, the deck could be tweaked somewhat for that. If
it's
like
Time
possible that
Roller.
it could be.
Time Roller says like EE or SS. Do you have any double letters?
There's no doubles.
There are no doubles in there because they are not actually common enough to be worth including whatever you may think. They do not come up commonly.
In W, I don't know hardly any words of NW.
It is very frequent. WN is very frequent, but
WN, but yeah, NW not.
Dr. Stein, I was actually surprised at how many words I could make.
I didn't take like the top 54 letter pairs because you can't do that. And then if you do take the top 54 letter pairs, you get mostly vowels and like TSRN. And nothing else.
Well, right, but I'm saying, if there's a common...
Yeah, there probably are some, but I can't get all of them in here. Diphthong is 2 vowels. You're using the...
Oh, yeah.
Diphthong is 2 vowels strictly.
Oh, 2 vowels.
Yeah. There aren't any...
What is the word I'm thinking of?
I'm not sure what you're thinking of. Consonant cluster, I think. I don't know if there's a shorter word for it. I mean, the cards could certainly use tweaking, right? I just decided to do rather than,
Yeah, you can use 2 vowels from 2 different combos.
It's possible the cards could use tweaking. I mean, I figure that's the sort of thing, like, if somebody wants to actually publish it, they'll probably want to tweak the letter combination somewhat, or they can ask me to spend time on it, and I'll spend more time on it. But the concept basically is showable, I think, at this point. So, I mean, I might tweak it a little bit, but...
Call it Words with Friends. I feel like I've heard that before.
Really? Interesting.
Oh my god. Yeah, I like it. I'm glad we could play it. I'm glad we could show it to the chat.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, thanks for everybody for playing. Really appreciate it.
We'll be right back.
We will be right back. I'm thinking of a name.